Let's talk about the rappers for a minute. Can we talk about the rappers for a moment? Let's talk about Tupac Shakur for a moment. Tupac Shakur is a child of the 60s. Tupac Shakur, born out of the spirit of the revolution of the 60s. Tupac Shakur, fire in his bones, boldness and rebellion in his blood. Born from his beautiful, bold Black Panther mama, Afeni, sitting in the jail cell, a revolutionary woman carrying the fruit of life, marking the child in her womb, marking the child with rebellion, marking the child with insurrection, marking the child with a spirit to not go along with what's been going on.
Beat me, young G, with a gift to give. You niggas made a mistake. You should have never put my bars with Dre. Them thug niggas have arrived in the judgment day.
Here with two of the hottest artists in the country, DR.DRE. I got my man Tupac in here. Now, you hooked up with Tupac on his new album, and tell us a little bit what you contributed to that.
I did 2 songs for the album. Single California Love, be out the first of the year, I guess, whenever. And You Can't See Me. You Can't See Me is another song I did on there. It's featuring George Clinton.
Oh, no you didn't. It's the heat.
Yeah, it's heated up.
Oh, George Clinton. Oh my, it's gonna be funky.
That's right.
We have no doubt about that.
Yeah.
I know people look at the outcome. They look at like, okay, you see this record. They don't know what goes behind in the studio, how y'all get in there. Tell us a little bit about the studio, how you get prepared to go in the studio and whatnot.
Go ahead.
Jay said, Pop, bring your frail ass in the studio.
Nah.
But all right. How did it work out, though? How y'all
I went in there, and I'm going to tell you, man, honestly, it's a sight to see Dr. Dre in the studio. I'm going to tell you, just for the world, Dre don't hop up in his, he got his own studio at home. He don't even kick it with regular rappers in the studio.
Right.
So I walk in the studio, and Dre up in there, music bumping, George Clinton coming out there. He turned the music down, go, can you write to this? Right. Security, can I write to this? Is you crazy? And I'm in there doing my thing, and I had to do it. I was in the booth. He's like, are you ready? Do your vocals. I had to stop and go, Dre, you do not know how long I waited to get in this booth. And I have Dre out there going, you ready?
Are you ready?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I waited all my life for that, so straight out of Compton. You know what I mean? To have that man to look at me and go, okay, I like that one. We're going to keep that.
We're gonna keep it. How much, I mean, is it hard for you to
man, I mean, it was dope, man, because usually I do a track or something, put it on a cassette and give it to the artist to write to overnight, but bam, Pac went in there, put the headphones on, I ran the instrumental down, rewinded it, and he had the verse ready.
He was already ready.
Like that. That's real.
So that's cool, man. That saved you a lot of trouble. Because you'll be sitting in the studio sometimes hours upon hours and writers can't write. They just say, I can't
Went in there for a minute and left with a hit.
Is that how y'all did California Love?
Exactly.
California Love,
all of
15 minutes.
Yeah.
Because he came in there and was like, yo, I got this song, you like it? We need to do a video to this. I said, yeah. He said, yeah, okay, we'll do it. Went in there later, we did the video like that weekend. Don't even try. I swear, that weekend.
Yep, so
California Love, this brand new video, the song, collaboration. Let's bring it to the forefront.
The video. Actually, the video concept was Jada Pinkett's idea. She came up with the concept because she was supposed to direct it originally. And something happened, she couldn't direct it, so we got none other than the Hype Williams. Fly director Hype Williams to direct it, and it came out real dope. It's a Mad Max type of vibe. It's something different. We had to do something real different because, tired of the same basic type of things. Just want to try something different and fly. So it came out real good.
Now how many we want to go with this one? Because, you guys put records out, they be millions, stuff flying out the window, you know what I'm saying? Is there any room to slow down with this great momentum that's going on, brother, with Death Row here.
Nah, this what Suge told me. Told me we going for $6 million on this minimum.
Minimum.
If we sell less than $6 million, we're not going out there no more. We're not gonna be rapping no more.
Yeah, we gotta go.
Unless 6 million people unless it ain't 6 million people in the world.
No, I think it's
But if it's 6 million people in the world, we want 6 million sales. That's that.
Yeah.
As far as slowing down, we not slowing down. We trying to own casinos. We want to own because we don't want to go to Vegas.
Right.
We want y'all to come to Vegas.
Right.
Come to our casino. You know what I mean? We want to do that type of stuff. We looking at like how Scarface said it, set your own mark and enforce it. That's what we want to do.
That's how you live.
These other suckers, they ain't doing nothing. They still in that same little tiny fishbowl.
Yeah, you
we
gotta-
in the ocean making moves. We big fish in the ocean. They big fish in the pond.
You gotta have your eyes on the prize, you know what I'm saying? We got big plans, you know?
Only Gab can do it like this. Yo, YouTube, what up? It's your homie Gab, I'm in the building. And this is MAKAVELI Media. So back in 1995, all-star comedian Mr. Bill Bellamy did an interview with Tupac Shakur, fresh out of jail, fresh on death row. And in this interview, DR.DRE dropped by, and Tupac and Dre both gave Bill Bellamy an inside glimpse of what it was like to work on the All Eyes on Me album. And particularly California Love and You Can't See Me. Now, the crazy part about this interview is because Tupac and Dre both sound so ecstatic to work with each other. Dr. Dre talked about how talented Tupac was in the studio, how Tupac wrote his verses on the spot, how it was refreshing to work with an artist like Tupac. And Tupac admitted in this interview that it was his lifetime dream to hear Dre say, "Yo, Pac, you ready?" while he was in the mic booth. It's just crazy to me to see these brothers playing fair, man. I mean, we all know what happened eventually. Dr. Dre would go on and leave Death Row. You know, Tupac kicked him in the ass a little bit on the way out the door, hit him with the good riddance. Suge Knight put his arm around Pac, and the rest was history. But it's almost like it's no in between. You know, we heard rumors what may have caused Tupac to dislike Dr. Dre. And we heard Tupac say he stopped rocking with Dre over how Dre handled the Snoop trial. It's a lot, man. But once again, I wanted to share with you a piece of this interview that Bill Bellamy did with Tupac. Fresh out of jail, fresh on death row, Dr. Dre dropped in and dropped some serious gems on how it was recording with Tupac on the All Eyes on Me album. Anyway, I need you guys to share and like this video. Don't forget to sub to the channel. This is MAKAVELI Media. It's been a pleasure as always. I'm your homie Gab. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.